Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. Welcome to In the Kitchen with Tastebudzng. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make the most delicious coconut rice with very easy, simple steps. And you know, the best part of this recipe is that you do not have to grate all that coconuts. You don't have to go through all the stress of grating coconuts. Now just boil your rice. I am using basmati rice today. You can use your regular rice or any rice grain that you prefer. So just boil your rice for about 5 minutes in hot water. Take it off to the sink and pour in the cold water, room temperature water. Wash properly and strain through a sieve. Once you are done with this process, allow the rice to stand in the sieve so that way all the water content in the rice will be let go of. Now it is time to get all your ingredients ready. Put the pots you would like to use in preparing your dish. For me today, I am using the 10 quart cast iron pot. And now I'm going to heat it up for about a minute to ensure there is no water content. And I'll be pouring in my vegetable oil for today's cooking. Remember, if you have coconut oil, that will be perfect. You can mix the coconut oil and the vegetable oil in this cooking. But remember, if you are using coconut oil, it's going to soften your rice a lot faster. Coconut oil has the potential of making our rice grains get very soft quickly. Pour in your chopped onions, finely chopped red onions, and saute in your vegetable oil. I love to put my seasoning cubes at this point because I love my onions to not just be a bit caramelized, but I like it well seasoned. Seasoned onions, sauteed seasoned onions always taste better than onions that isn't seasoned. I hope you've learned that today. Always season your onions for the best caramelized taste and umami. Now it is time to pour in my chopped red Scotch bonnet pepper or blended Scotch bonnet pepper like I am using today. I decided to blend my red Scotch bonnet pepper because I want my coconut rice to have a bit of that red hue. When you blend your peppers, the coloring comes out stronger. Now it is time for me to put in my beef stock or my chicken stock into a glass bowl and toss in all my powdered coconut milk. Now this is the secret of this particular recipe. You do not have to grate all those coconuts and spend so much time extracting them after mixing them with hot water and what have you not. So toss in your coconut milk into your glass bowl. Today I am using 4 sachets of coconut milk. I want my rice to taste really creamy. Now remember, when you're going through the step, you have to mix all the coconut milk powder into your coconut cream, and that is because we want to control the amount of water in our coconut rice. Remember, I am cooking basmati rice, and basmati rice cooks better with steam and very little water. So instead of using tap water, I am going to be using my beef stock as the water content in cooking today's coconut rice recipe. Now my wooden spatula is giving me a bit of a headache, so I just introduced my whisk into the mixture to ensure that I do not have any lump of coconut powder. Now it is time to pour in this mixture into my sauteed onion and fresh bell peppers. Should you want your coconut rice to be a little bit darker in color, you can put in some blended red bell peppers, but my pepper that I'm using today will suffice. So this is me washing whatever is left in my glass bowl, ensuring that I do not have any coconut milk left in my glass bowl. it is time to pour in my deboned, washed, dried fish. Today I am using panla, okay, ejakika. You can use dried catfish, deboned, dried asa fish, whatever dried fish you have in your pantry, or whatever dried fish that you can afford. Remember to pour in your blended crayfish. My crayfish is the best, and I am not bragging. I buy my crayfish all the way from the Niger Delta, and we export crayfish, by the way. So if you want this perfect looking, delicious, grit-free crayfish, just holler at us and we will export it to any part of the world for you. Now it is time to put in some salt into my rice because I just tasted it and the salt content, it's not enough. So taste for salt, taste for pepper. You can pour in a bit of your meat stock or chicken stock if you feel that the water content in your pot will not be enough to cook your coconut rice. So now I'm going to cover my pot and allow the fish to get submerged in all that juicy, delicious stock, and allow the fish to also give off its flavor back into the stock. So by the time we pour in our boiled rice, oh my goodness, this rice is going to be one pot of deliciousness. Now, I'm going to show you guys something about dried prawns. These, by the way, are dried prawns. Ensure you buy the original dried prawns. The original ones are flat and not bumpy looking, while the fake dried prawns are swollen in the belly. Okay? Now, let's check on our pot and see if we have the water stock, or rather the water content reduced. When your water content is reduced, reduction process has taken place, and that means your dried fish has absorbed the flavor of the beef stock, and the beef stock has absorbed the flavor of the dried fish. Now it is time to pour in our washed rice and stir everything together on low heat, remember, low heat, and allow our rice to cook. Now, this is the time that I like to put in my dried prawns. You can put in your dried prawns a bit earlier, but I love my dried prawns crunchy at the end of the cooking. So when I'm eating into my rice grains, I can crunch into that dried prawns and all that fish, and oh my goodness. I can't wait for this food to get off the gas stop and so I can dig in. So now, let's cover our pot and allow the rice to simmer. Simmer, 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 simmer. It's 5 minutes and I'm opening back my pot and I want to see just how well cooked my rice is. Remember, this is basmati rice, not your usual rice grain, so you want to be very careful with the water level. You need this rice to cook mostly with steam. So I'm just going to keep stirring every 2-3 minutes until my rice grains are softened and the water content in the pot is completely dry. You want your rice at the end of the cooking to be grainy. You don't want your rice clumpy and looking like mashed potatoes. Anytime you cook a Nigerian rice delicacy and it comes out looking like mashed potatoes, just know that you have messed everything up. Sorry to use that language, but that's just the truth. Your rice should always come off grainy at the end of the cooking. And when you pat your rice in the middle of the pot, it is going to be so dry, super dry, no water content. And you're just going to see the oil glistering on the grains of the rice. That way you know your rice is all ready. It's all ready and ready to be served. Now let's dish. Oh my goodness. Oh God, this is super delicious. I love it with fresh, crunchy veggies. Guys, ensure you try it out like this. Okay? Oh God. The crunchiness of the English cucumber goes perfectly well with this. So this is coconut rice with powdered coconut milk recipe. So if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up and let me know how else you love to cook your coconut rice. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. And for those of you that have, thank you for subscribing and welcome to the Tastebudzng family. So until I come your way again, keep cooking, keep baking, and keep living the good life. Bye-bye.